Okay, in case anybody wonders why I'm breathing so hard, I got about 10 or 12 pounds of tools in my tool bag, and I've got about a 15-pound radio on my back. And we're going to be trying to aim, or actually to optimize some microwave dishes. I've got a guy at the other end, and we will converse back and forth. Hopefully he'll get some video from his end also. But now I think I'm going to climb about 20 feet and rest, 20 feet and rest. I only got to go 150 feet and I'm already 1, 2, 3, I'm only about 60 feet up, I guess. Yeah, 60 feet up, so I got about 70 more feet to go. Yeah, and the radio on my back cost about $9,000, $9,600 actually. And it's called the Patholiner. Presently sold by Spectracom. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 100 feet. The dish is just over my head, about 20 feet. But I'm going to go a little bit higher so I can get over to the leg from the ladder. Probably doesn't sound like much, but it can be. I like to conserve battery life on this camera as much as I can. These too close together. Just pulled to one side too, that's not good. I'll put it back in here. There we go. Okay, there's the dish I'm going to, but I'm going to go a bit higher first so I can reach it. It's a matter of stepping over and stretching. I don't have to go real far though. Okay, in case anybody wonders how I'm going to do this, the answer is very carefully. I'll catch my breath first though. Okay, I think I can reach it from there. Okay, now 15 pounds of tools, 12 pounds of tools, 15-pound backpack with a radio on it. First, I gotta change feet. I hope the camera's getting my feet, but the camera is not my main goal right now. Stretch over here. Now in a minute I'm going to have to go retrieve that other hook. In the meantime, place my second hook here. There we go. Now back to the stretch again. Use this one. Yay! Now next step is to get down to the working position. So we will do that double hook method. Do have a little problem right now though. My first hook is under my bag. So I have to straighten that out. Do that by dropping it. Let it find its way, then bring it back up again. Here we go. Get it out of the way. The public safety tower in Tennessee. As close as I'm going to get you though. Of course, just about everything we do is in Tennessee, come to think of it. Okay, we'll put that right about there. That'll work for me. Auto locking. Guess that was invented by a guy named Otto. Who knows? Oh, I can't do that, can I? Until I remove my positioning hook. That's what happens when you're attached to the tower. All I'm holding on to really is with my arm. And that's quite a bit of strain. Get down here to work and use my positioning hook and do some work. Because that's why I'm here, to do some work. Whew, okay, that was fun. Now, having got into position to do some work, I'll be able to get my equipment in a position to be safe. This is attached to the $9,000 radio on my back. I think I gotta do it this way right now. It'd be nice to get it off. I need to get that a little bit higher. So what I think I will do is get me a little bit higher and pull the load up a little bit higher. Probably could have done it from down below, but a little safer this way. Safer for the load, that is. And that's my main concern at the moment, is the load. Now for the tools, off they come. No too sooner. Okay, I can see all sorts of stuff I might have to adjust here. I'm on this tower, and my other guy's on the other tower, because I think this one is the one that's going to need adjusting. But I don't know. When they first aligned these things, the guy I had over here got caught in a big rainstorm. So they decided they were done because they had connection. But looks like the connection may not have been good enough. So that's why I'm back here. You'd think these young guys would just do something to keep me from having to climb. Nah, not really. I like climbing. Climbing's good. Working at altitude is good. Okay. Now, let's get rid of the sunglasses. Okay, Garrett, what polarity you want to go and do? Are you wanting to do first? Have you got? Are you hooked up to one already?
10-4. I'm on horizontal.
Horizontal. Very good. Now, since we've been working on this thing, I've used a method to weatherproof it using rubber tape, splicing tape. It works really well on 1/2-inch connectors, and it can be taken off very cleanly. This connector did have some mastic on it originally, though, so it's still a problem. Not a big problem now, though. Now I want to check both feed horns. This is a dual polarity dish. It has basically two antennas. One 180 degrees or 90 degrees out of phase with the other, so that they can operate in the same frequency range and in the same housing without affecting one another. So I'm going to start here first. Then I get out the $9,000 radio and we start playing. Now what I also got to do is figure out what's going to be necessary to rotate this thing. And it appears This feed horn needs to be pointed up just a bit. So anyway, here we go. Ah, boy, that's heavier than it looks. I wonder if I could hang that a little closer. Probably could. That would be helpful. Yeah, well, how much time would that take? Doesn't matter much. Got another carabiner here. That might work. Yeah, certainly. All I want for Christmas is a carabiner from the Caribbean. They don't need them out there. Don't have any mountains to speak of. Now you see I'm talking mainly because of the video, but this is the same way I'd be talking if I was by myself. So, you know, I talk to myself a lot. Recently had a doctor do a checklist on my health, and when I told him I did radio tower work, he said, "Wait a minute, where's the checkbox here for crazy?" Okay, this thing goes well up on the 20 gig or so, maybe even higher. We don't work that high. Okay, power. Power. And volume. Let's get some. Aha. Okay. We got to get a wrench out of here. Okay, Garrett, this thing is not aimed properly. I can tell by the tone. So I'm going to be working it, but I'm not going to wear the headset because I don't have a good way to hang my. Oh, there you go. You just turned yours on. Okay. There is a difference in the tone, that's for sure. I'm going to be aligning it by the tone, and I'm not going to be wearing the headset because I've got nowhere to put the hard hat at the moment. Yeah. Ah. Of course, now standing on slants doesn't help either. It's not a slant, is it? Need a better way of supporting myself. Okay. We can go with horizontal first, I guess. And oddly enough, I'm seeing the same thing that Ubiquiti is telling me. Ubiquiti is telling me minus 81, and I got 81.6 here. That's a minus figure. It's all negative figures when we talk about this stuff. So, smaller numbers better. That's what we're going to be going for. This is kind of gratifying though, because the other side seems to be working really well, and this side doesn't. That's why I'm here, as previously stated. Now, get this stuff out of the way. Another company I know went with wireless headsets for these things and Bluetooth. Yeah, that's kind of neat. I just didn't want to spend any more money on them than I've already spent. It's about $9,600 to replace this radio if I have to. I have no idea what Spectracom would charge to work on it. Probably a lot. But that's as quantified as I can get.